When to say I love you for the first time. Saying I love you for the first time can feel like an exciting yet nerve-wracking milestone in any romantic relationship. It's a moment that carries significant emotional weight, and because of this, it often feels difficult to pinpoint the right time to express those three little words. There are no hard and fast rules about when you should tell someone you love them, as every relationship progresses at its own pace. However, it's important to consider several factors that can help you decide when the time feels right to take that leap and say I love you for the first time. Understanding the meaning behind I love you. Before diving into when you should say I love you, it's important to understand what those words mean to you. Love can be defined in various ways, depending on individual experiences, cultural backgrounds, and expectations. For some, love is about companionship, trust, and commitment. For others, it's about deep emotional connection, chemistry, and shared dreams. Knowing how you personally define love will help guide your decision on when to say it, as you'll be more in tune with whether your feelings are genuine and aligned with your partner's. I love you is not just a phrase, it's a declaration of your emotional state and your intentions within the relationship. It can change the dynamic between you and your partner, creating a deeper bond or, in some cases, bringing about unexpected challenges. That's why it's critical to ensure that when you do say it, you're truly ready and mean what you say. Evaluating your emotional readiness. One of the most important aspects of deciding when to say I love you is evaluating your own emotional readiness. Are you really in love, or are you infatuated? Are you feeling pressure to say it, or is this something you've genuinely been feeling for a while? Love is a powerful emotion, and you'll want to be sure you're not mistaking the excitement of a new relationship or the physical attraction for deeper, long-lasting love. To help gauge your emotional readiness, reflect on how you feel when you're with your partner and when you're apart. Do you miss them when they're not around, not out of anxiety, but because you genuinely enjoy their company? Do you feel a sense of peace and comfort when you're together, even during mundane moments? If you find that your thoughts often drift toward them in a positive way and that their happiness feels as important to you as your own, these could be indicators that you're experiencing love. Timing is personal. Consider your relationship's progress. There's no one-size-fits-all answer for when to say, I love you. It largely depends on the progression of your relationship. Some couples may feel ready to express their love a few months into dating, while others might need more time. It's crucial to be patient and not rush into saying it just because you feel like it should happen by a certain time. Take into account the depth of your conversations and emotional exchanges with your partner. Have you had discussions about your values, life goals, and fears? Do you know each other's quirks and habits? The more you've shared and experienced together, the more likely it is that your love is rooted in a genuine understanding of each other. If you've already navigated a few challenges together and still feel strongly connected, it might be a sign that you're ready to express those feelings. Reading your partner's cues. While it's important to feel confident in your emotions, it's equally important to consider your partner's feelings and readiness. Are they giving off signals that they feel the same way? Pay attention to how they treat you, how they speak about the future, and whether they've hinted at strong emotions. Sometimes, people express love through actions before they're ready to say the words. For example, your partner might prioritize your well-being, make sacrifices to spend time with you, or consistently support you through difficult times. If you sense that your partner might be feeling similarly, it could be a good time to bring up the topic of love. However, be mindful that not everyone expresses emotions in the same way or at the same pace. Some people may take longer to feel or admit to love, and that's perfectly normal. Respecting each other's emotional timelines is key to a healthy relationship. Ensuring you're not saying it out of pressure. Sometimes, people feel the need to say, I love you, due to external pressure. This pressure could come from social norms, comparisons to other relationships, or a fear of losing the other person. It's essential to make sure that your decision to say I love you comes from a place of genuine affection and not from a need to meet an arbitrary deadline or to secure your partner's commitment. If you feel uncertain about your emotions or sense that you're being rushed into saying it, it might be helpful to give yourself more time. Love should not be something you declare just to match the pace of your partner or out of fear that you'll be left behind. Your partner will appreciate your honesty and patience far more than a rushed confession that doesn't feel authentic. The right setting, when and where to say it. The setting in which you express your love can be just as important as the timing. The first time you say I love you should feel special and intimate, whether it happens during a quiet moment at home, a romantic evening, or a meaningful conversation. It doesn't need to be a grand gesture, but it should be sincere and heartfelt. Choose a moment when you and your partner are both present and focused on each other, not distracted by external events. Avoid saying I love you for the first time during a stressful or emotionally charged situation. For example, avoid saying it during an argument, after a fight, or when you're feeling particularly vulnerable. These moments can distort your feelings and make it harder for your partner to trust the authenticity of your words. Accepting their response. When you say I love you, it's important to be prepared for any response. While you may hope that your partner will immediately say it back, that may not always be the case. They might need more time to process their feelings, and that's okay. What matters is that you were brave enough to express your emotions and that you can respect your partner's emotional timeline. If they don't say I love you back right away, try not to take it as a rejection. Every individual has their own pace when it comes to developing deep emotions, and it's essential to give your partner the space to get there in their own time. What's most important is the love and connection you share, regardless of how quickly you express it verbally. Conclusion. Saying I love you for the first time is a significant and personal moment in any relationship. It's a declaration of your feelings and your commitment to the relationship's future. Before you say it, ensure that you've taken the time to evaluate your emotional readiness, the state of your relationship, and your partner's cues. When the time feels right and the setting is meaningful, expressing your love can deepen your connection and lead to a more fulfilling relationship. Be patient with both yourself and your partner, and let love develop naturally, without pressure or expectation.